Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jeff Review Show. I'm RP Jeffrey, and today I'm going to talk about the Childish Gambino album, Awaken My Love, his latest offering, which I am really enjoying, even if it is very squarely not hip-hop. What it is, however, is a very, very damn good soul funk album. So, track one, Me and Your Mama. I describe this track as like a wave. You get this nice soft intro, then you get some like an emotive swell, and then it has some power, and then it just chills out and gets relaxing. It's fairly long. I think it's the 6-minute area. Fantastic. Track two has some love, really good. Plays a bit with the ABAB structure of pop music. You got chorus, then you've got some vocal, then you got chorus, and then you've got like a breakdown. Beautiful. Love it. Boogeyman, so very funky. It's literally my first note for this track. So very funky. Great hook. Nice riff. Really, really enjoy this track. Track 4, Zombies. Solid. So bloody good. Now, this definitely strays closer to like a straight up pop track, but there's like a guitar breakdown led solo-ish thing, and yeah, nice, just very nice. Right, track 5, such a strong start, very funky 70s feel to it. Still struggling with how to describe that track more, but let's move on. Track 6, Redbone, the one everybody's loving. Super nice instrumental, and this is a weird track where I really do feel live performances sound better vocally. Now, I don't know what the mix down, sort of what they've done to try and have this sort of reedy, higher pitched vocal fill out the mix more. It does just to me, yeah. It sounded better when he done it live on Fallon, I think it was. 7, California. The only sub 3-minute track, and it is such an odd vocal delivery, but it's still my jam. Yeah, it's weird vocals, but yeah, that's part and parcel of experimenting in the funk style. Sometimes you're gonna like throw some weird vocal shapes out there, and you know, not thrown by, still enjoying the track. Track 8, Terrified. My initial note was such 80s, much wave, so Prince. Yeah. I don't know what the note's very odd, but yeah, this Terrified is probably coming up as my second favorite track. Like, the vocals are really, really nice, and then you have this like lovely female vocal outro that I just really enjoy, and it's this, yeah, very like 80s synth intro, so really love it. Track 9, Baby Boy. Very lazy feel to it. It's very simple. Yeah, that's the best way to describe this track. Is it's very simple, without being like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep because this is boring. Very good exercise in a bit more restraint and less bombast. Track 10, The Night Me and Your Mama Met. My initial note, if you'd like to know, wah wah bitches. It's a really nice instrumental track, and whereas Baby Boy I felt was a bit more laid back and restrained, and I really enjoyed it for it. This one is an instrumental where I feel like it doesn't do enough to play with like the core melody or progression to really give it a long-term interest. And I think that's something that a lot of non-instrumental artists struggle with, is keeping a extended instrumental interesting and have it evolve but still feel like a single coherent piece. And now the last track, Stand Tall. We'll probably have to say this is probably 3 on the album. Like, really enjoy it. And it honestly probably has the best vocal performance on the album. It's a sort of super laid back, jazzy. I don't know if this makes sense, but to me, it's sort of got like a George Dukish kind of vibe. Dukish, just make the guy's name sound weird by adding ish to the end of it. Like very George Duke feel. It's definitely super laid back. Anyway, that's my sort of condensed, trying not to make you guys sit through an hour and a half of me rambling about exactly why I love every track version of my thoughts on the tracks individually. Album as whole, I would say, despite the initial shock of putting it in and not getting rap, not getting the sort of very self-aware, sometimes tongue-in-cheek writing of Donald Glover, it was actually really nice to get a really earnest attempt at something soulful, at something funky, beyond the sort of pop R&B drivel that we mostly get nowadays. I'm looking at you, Drake. Anyway, super fantastic album. And honestly, if Malibu hadn't have been released last year, probably would have been my favourite album of the year, even though it was coming towards the end of it. So yeah, super strong. If I had to give it an out of 10, I'm going to say this is a good, strong 9. It's by no means perfect. It is this artist's first studio foray, I'd say, into a more soulful and funky production. And honestly, up to this first one, I would like to see Gambino and Mr. Glover attempt another shot at doing something like this. Hopefully that's how he's going, because honestly, I think we need someone to do soul, to do funk, and someone to do it in the mainstream. Anyway, that's enough ranting from me.